Market update for the 19th. So pretty much what I started talking about in the last video happened going into the close. Let's start off with the very beginning of the day. So we came into this day in which I thought we had ended a fourth wave and we were going to go down and see a fifth wave of the overall third wave. Sure enough, in the morning, within a minute of the open, I think we pretty much opened at the low. We come down here and break the lows of, we needed to break this right here actually, 382.13. We actually broke that and the B wave at 382.10. And when I saw that, I had puts at the very beginning of the day. When I saw that, I immediately closed them because I didn't like the fact that it came down, broke the lows barely, and then immediately started retracing. I took that as a sign that it was just completing a fifth wave and we weren't going to see any substantial move lower. Sure enough, that's what happened. We come back up here, hit the high of the day at 9:45. I actually reloaded puts right here and pretty much stopped trading after we got down to here because I sold them all in the 384 range. Came all the way down here to 383. I was pretty much finished at that point. And then I re-entered puts right here, but then I recognized that this was not, this looked like a 5-wave move. You go down to the 3-minute time frame, or maybe even the minute time frame. Let's see. I know on one time frame. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So very down to the minute time frame. Looked like a 5-wave move to me. And actually, now I'm thinking that it's actually an A wave, but it looked at the time like a 5-wave move. And so I could have interpreted that as a second wave or an A wave, but when I saw the move down and I saw this choppiness, I figured that this was not going to be a third wave. And so I got rid of my puts around in this area. I didn't make very much on those. And then that's at the point where I was like, there's going to be a move higher. And so if we zoom out here now, I have it labeled as A, B, and then most likely actually A, and then B, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like we either finish the fifth wave, but I think that we're probably going to see a little bit higher tomorrow based on the fact that we didn't quite get to this gap fill, and I could see us hitting 389.37, possibly all the way up to 389.80. Those would be my targets for the overall fourth wave. So something like that is very possible, or we could just come up here and fill the gap and be done. It's hard to say. I do think that this move is pretty much finished, unless for some reason this ends up being A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at that point, I would have to reevaluate if buying puts is a very good idea because we would have broken the 50% retracement. So basically, I really want to see a little bit of upside tomorrow morning and then start to move lower. If we zoom out here on the 15-minute time frame, we need to hold. I guess we don't need to, but the 50% retracement is right here at 389.07. That's exactly where we're at after hours. We don't necessarily have to hold that, but I would not want to see it retrace into 391.95. And ideally, I wouldn't really want it to retrace into I really wouldn't want to go that past the 50% retracement that much to be a valid fourth wave. Either way, my target is 389.30 to 389.80, and then I'm expecting a move lower after that, one more move lower, and the target on that would be, I think I went over this in the last video, but the target of that let's say we go to 389.30. Target would probably only be like 380 now. Then again, fifth waves can go as long as they want. My target's probably like 378, 380. Break this low, and then that would complete the overall C wave. So we have A, B, and then we have this long drawn out C wave. So if we zoom out here on the 30-minute time frame, can you see it better or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, extended fifth wave, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C. And like I said, I would not be surprised if this turns into a 5-wave move and it goes higher than that. It's definitely a possibility, but the good thing is, if we see this move higher to 389.30, then we're going to get a chance at a fourth wave, and that should retrace to 388.20. And so if we can identify that that's actually going to be a 5-wave move, then you'd have a chance to get out of your puts, and then you could add them on the next move higher. I personally didn't play calls today. I could have after I made that video. I was like, because the move to the upside was kind of like, it could move $3, and yeah, I could make some money on it, and I probably should have based on my call. But I'm just looking at the downside. The trend is down right now. And so I'm just looking to reload puts. My mind was not into calls, so I didn't do that, and I already made good money on the puts. So my mind's just all about reloading puts for the move lower, which I expect. And if I was going to like think about how this is going to play out, we're probably going to see the end of the fourth wave tomorrow morning, and then I'm expecting a retrace to probably like 385 to 387 and just chop around in here until Powell. Maybe we come down for a first wave, bounce for a second wave into Powell, and then if the fifth wave plays out, we'll see a big move down after Powell finishes doing the rate hikes. I'm not going to speculate on the 75 or 100 basis hike. I don't really know what's going to happen. Just playing the chart, and 100 basis hike would obviously tank the market a lot more. 75 still could tank the market down here for the fifth wave. So we'll see what happens with that. VIX. The VIX really sold off today, but here's something to look at. I noticed this. We have 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Comes down here, double bottoms here at 25.44. It went to 25.58. I think the VIX is ready to go. It should be ready to go. Obviously, technical analysis on the VIX is not very good, and this could potentially be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me zoom in here and look at this move right here. Either way, I still think it's going to go higher. We still have not really made our third wave push up to our target of 33 minimum. So whatever this is, 1, 2, 3, let's just say it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We should see a move up to 33 by the end of the month, I think. If we don't see it by the end of the month, then it's probably not going to happen, in my opinion, because it's just ready to go. And if it falls back down too far, then I'm going to consider that move pretty much done. And the technical analysis on VIX is not very valid. The dollar, I didn't follow it all today, but let's see. Again, the dollar is just sitting in one, not really moving at all, just like in a holding pattern, almost like a triangle, really. Pretty much like a triangle. Yeah, I mean, I think it's still going to come down, and that's still my thoughts on that. I think it's still A, B, C, and it's just going to sit around here until the move down in the overall market happens, and then I think we're still going to see a move down to 103 or 104 in the dollar, and we're going to see a pump in the overall market. So dollar, not really that much to say about it. VIX hopefully takes off soon. Not really that much to look at else besides maybe yields, but they're probably doing the same thing as the dollar, probably still sitting there at 3.5%. Yeah, 3.49%, same thing, different day. Just sitting basically towards the top of this move, and when those come down, we should see a big reversal of money flowing into equities, and that should be another potential catalyst for a big move to the upside. So dollar comes down, yields come down, should see a big move up in the market. But like overall, I'm pretty bullish in the market, but I think we still need to get the sell-off down to the lower lows before we can go higher. So I'll leave the key takeaways in the description, but basically I'm looking for maybe a little bit of a move higher tomorrow morning, or we already topped, maybe to fill this gap in the session, and then a move down to like 378, 380 are my targets for the overall fifth wave, and that would complete this whole move, A, B, C. It'd be completely finished. Of course, like I said, the fifth wave can go as far as it wants down, so it could come all the way down to a double bottom of June, but I would say most likely 378 to 380. So yeah, I'll just leave it there, and I'll leave my notes in the description, and just let me know what you think in the comments, and like and subscribe for more updates usually sometimes midday, but most of the time after the market closes, every day, Monday through Friday. So I will see you tomorrow.